What's up, guys? This is Corey from Lion Dads. I help my fellow dads get back in shape and get healthy with a carnivore diet and back to basics exercise. And in today's video, should probably just be a quick one today, I want to talk about something that just seems to be near and dear to all your guys' hearts, and that is cheat days. When I talk to people about getting on a carnivore diet or embracing this way of eating, that's literally one of the first things that gets brought up. I always get the question like, how often do you take cheat days? What do you eat on cheat days? When can I have a cheat day? So I figured, as much as I hear about it, it's something that I should address. So getting into cheat days, all right. My first thought when I hear cheat days is to stop calling them cheat days. Calling it cheat days, you get into a certain mindset and certain habits that this is the thing that you should be looking forward to. It's the thing that you're counting down toward through the week or month or however you want to do them, and it's the thing that you're looking forward to. There's a mindset in it that suggests that these cheat foods are superior. That you're kind of slogging through your diet, you're kind of just going through the motions and you're fucking miserable, and all you're looking forward to is that next sugar to hit your mouth, basically. Get that dopamine hit from the yummy, feel-good food that tastes good, but doesn't do anything for you necessarily from a nutritional standpoint. So what this does, in my opinion, and what I think and what I've experienced, is it makes you kind of look down on the way you're eating. You've implemented this new way of eating in your life, and you're kind of, I'm going to do this to get myself better, to feel good, to lose weight, to get healthy, and take back my health and fitness. But I still need that sugar high now and then. I need a little taste once in a while of the stuff that's really good. And you're just holding on to this idea that food should be some kind of like an activity or a hobby or something you do, and not something that's necessary for your survival, something that you need to do just to sustain your health or to keep improving, get stronger, get rid of inflammation and gut pains and all that kind of stuff. And so you just keep reinforcing old habits by continuing to eat these foods, sometimes foods, that are just inferior to what you're normally eating. So when I first started on a carnivore way of eating, I was scheduling cheat days and all that kind of, not really scheduling them, but I had a idea of like, I'll let them come to me. I would set aside birthdays, holidays, things like that, as I'm gonna basically eat like shit these days. And that was kind of what I did. I just sort of let those days come to me, and I would eat like crap. I would pig out on stuff that used to be what I ate that caused all my problems in the first place, and it just kept me looking forward to that, and it just gave me a bad relationship with my current way of eating. When really what the ultimate prize is you have found a way of eating that works for you to help you accomplish your goals and to get better, get healthier, lose the weight and do all this stuff. And you're just kind of disappointed in that every time you eat, because you're looking forward to that next big, yummy, delicious, foodie type meal, which I've talked about before. So what do I think people should do as opposed to a cheat day? Like, I'm not unrealistic as to thinking shit happens and once in a while something bad bad. I don't want to use the word bad, but something that used to be the way you eat that maybe got you in the shape or condition that you're in. What happens Are some of these going to sneak into your diet? Absolutely. 100% it is going to happen. We're all human. We're going to screw up. We're going to fail. So what you really need to do is reframe your thought process and focus all completely on the way that you intend to eat. You have to be intentional, and focus on the results. Focus on where the way you're eating now is taking you. That should be your reward system. I eat this way so that I can experience this. I eat steak so that I can get all this protein and I can increase my lifts in the gym. I eat all this fat so that I can increase my testosterone and have a fulfilling bedroom life. I eat this way. I eat eggs to get all these micronutrients to get me feeling good and get me healthier and get rid of all my pains and sicknesses and allergies and things like that. That's how you need to go back and refocus and redirect yourself on your current way of eating. Because if you're focusing on the next delicious food that you're going to eat, it's just going to create a bad relationship with your current diet. You're going to be mad. You're going to feel like you're being punished for something. And that's not the way you want to live your life when it comes to food. Because there is an aspect of our lives where we feel like food is something we do, that we enjoy. And even if you're whatever diet style, whether you're keto, carnivore, vegan, standard American trash diet, Mediterranean, I don't care what. People want to enjoy their food. It's built into our culture and it's kind of built into us, and that's why we get so ravenous when we eat and everything like that. So what you need to do is think of the end result as what your reward is going to be, instead of rewarding yourself with something that is palatable, but it's something that got you sick and messed up in the first place. Another thing I want you guys to remember, that carnivore, meat-based, animal-based, no matter what style you're on, doesn't have to be this thing that's a punishment and plain or bland or anything like that. Meat is palatable. At least the vast majority of everybody I've met will tell you. Who doesn't love to sit down and eat a delicious steak? Who doesn't enjoy some scrambled eggs? All these things are delicious. They are good. They satisfy you. You walk away, you sit down to eat, you enjoy the meal, and you're not hungry anymore. Barbecuing is an event. There's competitive aspects to it. There's social aspects to it, and that is all, as long as you're using the right ingredients to season or sauce or whatever else it is, those things are perfectly fine. You can sit and eat any kind of meal that you would barbecue, as far as like ribs, chicken, steak, roast, whatever you're doing. That food can be an event. It can be something that you gather people with and you eat together and you enjoy it and it tastes good and people compliment you and look at yours compared to mine and blah, 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 and all that stuff. There's no reason that a carnivore diet can't hold those same kind of factors that another diet does that triggers those kind of enjoyable responses, right? So you just have to reframe the way you're thinking. You have to change your thought process and your mindset and say, not only is this beneficial, but I can sit and I can absolutely enjoy this damn food. It's awesome. Sitting down and tearing into some ribs that you grilled up all day, smoked all day, seasoned perfectly without having to use a bunch of seed oil shit and sugars and all that other crap. And you have all these best on the block, spare ribs or baby backs or whatever. And even if you put a little sugar-free sauce on there and it turns out awesome and all your friends and neighbors and, even your father-in-law is jealous of your talents and stuff, that's awesome. That's totally rewarding. There's no reason you can't have that same mindset with a animal-based diet. Another thing I want you guys to think of is when those moments do occur, those moments of weakness where we do make a mistake and we do slip up and we do eat something that maybe, we didn't want to. We got on this diet to get away from in the first place. You know, I want you to focus not on how good that made you feel to eat it, you know, how awesome, oh, it was delicious. How do you feel the next day? You know, did you step on the scale? Did you put on a lot of water weight? Did your inflammation trigger? Did it flame back up? Maybe you got some anxiety, lost some sleep, acid reflux, things like that. Did any of that stuff come back? You know, these are all the things that you need to think about. I just want you guys thinking of those different factors that got you back here in the first place, because you got away from these foods for a reason. And when you go back to them continuously over and over and over again, you know, going to a 90%, 95% all meat diet's a great way to start, but you know, are you really changing anything if you keep going back, or are you just delaying the fact that this is a temporary thing you're trying to do and not a lifestyle change, and eventually you want to get back to the way you used to eat in the first place? And then the cycle starts all over again. Believe me, I've seen it a bunch of times. So in summary, I would just say, change your mindset of cheat days. Are things going to happen where, you know, certain foods are going to sneak their way back into your life and into your diet? They probably are. You know, I know plenty of people who are never going back, have started this. They don't have cheat days. They don't, or whatever you want to call them. They don't have those meals. They just eliminate those foods completely, and they're totally fine with it. And that is awesome. You know, my hat's off to them. But realistically, so many of us are just normal people. Certain things are going to sneak their way back in. You have to live with that. You have to do your best to come to terms with that and navigate around that. And like I said, focus on what that does to you, and focus on how you feel instead of the awesome way you feel when you're totally clean versus when you relapse. So that should about do it for today. If you enjoyed this video, or if you got anything out of it, as always, you know, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. You know, let me know what kind of stuff you guys are doing as far as your strategies for getting around them, avoiding cheat days, or if you do have them, what do you do? You know, just kind of share with everybody. As always, I got links to Twitter, Facebook in the description. You can also head over to lion-dads.com. The link to that is down there as well. You can get a hold of me on there, or just learn more about Lion Dads. The pop-up link to get on the Discord should be coming up really soon on there. I'm only going to let it's between 25 and 50 people. I'm kind of doing a beta test on it right now. So if you want to get on that, head over there on my website, lion-dads.com. When the link pops up, you'll just have to include your email, and then I'll shoot you a link to the Discord. Like I said, it's going to be capped out at either 25 or 50 people so far. I'm not sure, because I want to make sure it works, and I'm still kind of learning this as I go. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.